Hi, fellow Redditors. I hope you're doing well. I'm in a very difficult situation and need your advice. I, a 28-year-old man, married my wife, who is 27, about 2 years ago. We first met at university as she was my classmate. We dated for about a year before deciding to get married. Life was great, and we didn't have any major problems in our marriage. You could say we were a happy couple. About 10 months ago, we found out that my wife was pregnant. I was over the moon because we had been trying for a baby. However, my wife's reaction was very different from mine. During the early stages of her pregnancy, her mood began to shift. She became irritable and furious much of the time. I ignored her behavior and tried to support her as much as possible, because I'd heard from friends that mood swings during pregnancy are common. Then, out of nowhere, she started talking about wanting an abortion. I was confused and asked her why, but she wouldn't give me a reason. I told her I wanted to become a father and hoped she would come around. Looking back, I regret not pressing her further. About a month and a half ago, I came home from work and found my wife crying in the dining room. When I asked her what was wrong, she confessed that she had slept with another man and that the child she was carrying wasn't mine. She admitted that the man was the brother of one of her friends, someone she had known for a long time. I was heartbroken and didn't know what to do. In that moment, I told her to go and rest, and we'd talk about it in the morning. She started crying even more, repeatedly asking for forgiveness. I told her not to stress herself, and went to sit in the dining room for the entire night, unable to process what had just happened. The next morning, I told her to pack her things and go to her parents' house until I decided what to do. She cried and begged me not to send her away, even hugging me and pleading for forgiveness. I remained firm and called her brother to come and pick her up. He arrived within minutes, took his sister, and left without asking many questions. Afterward, I contacted a divorce lawyer to prepare the papers. We had a prenup stating that if either of us committed adultery, the other would receive all our shared assets. 2 days later, her family began calling me incessantly. When I didn't answer, they showed up at my house with my wife, demanding to know why I was acting this way. I told them to ask her. In front of them, she confessed to the affair. To make matters worse, her mother and sister admitted they knew about her infidelity, but decided to hide it from me. After hearing this, I asked them all to leave and informed them they would be receiving the divorce papers. I also told them I wanted a paternity test as soon as the baby was born. My wife begged me to reconsider, saying she had made a mistake and wanted to fix it. I didn't let her finish and told them that if they didn't leave, I would call the police. Her father later offered to buy me a house and a car if I forgave his daughter, but I refused. Since then, her entire family has been harassing me, but I've ignored them. About 10 days ago, my wife gave birth to a baby boy. I insisted on a paternity test, despite her family's attempts to stop it. Yesterday, I received the results, which confirmed that I am not the father. After learning this, I immediately sent the divorce papers to my wife. Now, her family is saying she made a mistake, and that I need to be the bigger person and take her back. Her mother even called me today, pleading for me to forgive her daughter and not go through with the divorce. I asked her about the baby's father, and she admitted that he ghosted my wife after hearing about the pregnancy. She claimed they have no idea where he is now. I told her this is not my mess to clean up and asked her not to contact me again. Since then, my wife has started sending me threatening messages, saying she will harm herself and the baby if I don't take her back. I haven't replied to any of her messages. So, my brothers and sisters, I'm here to ask AITA for divorcing my cheating wife.